Hello, this is lecture number 2 for the chapter sets. We are discussing in the last lecture we were discussing the power set of a set. Now what is the power set of a set? Let us revise it again. It is a set of all subsets of a set and it is denoted by this capital P and a set in a bracket. Now PA means it is a power set of set A. Let us take an example, a set A which containing the element 1, 2. So you have to find the power set of this. First of all, find the subset of this set A which contain how many subsets? 2 raised to power 2. 2 elements are there, so 2 raised to power 2, that is 4 subsets are there. So they are empty set, the set containing element 1, the set element containing the element 2 and the set containing the element 1, 2. These are the 4 subsets of this set. Put them in the curly bracket separated by comma. This will be the power set of set A. Now after that we have types of intervals. These intervals are for the real numbers and we can represent the intervals in two types, the roster form as well as in the set builder form. Now first type of interval is closed interval. It denoted by this square bracket and the element AB separated by comma, and this is the roster form of the closed interval. Now what is set builder form of this? It is again in the curly bracket and x such that x belongs to real number. The interval always represent real numbers. So x, what are x? Belongs to real number, and x is greater and equal to x and less than equal to b. This closed interval denote that the real number starting from A to B, that is A and B both included. So x is greater than equal to A and less than equal to B, that is A and B both included in this closed interval. It is denoted by square bracket. It means A and B both included. So this is a set roster form, this is a set builder form. Let us take an example. Closed interval 2 to 4, that is square bracket 2 to 4. It means x such that x belongs to real number and the value of x is from 2 to 4 both included, that is greater than equal to 2 and less than equal to 4. Then we have the open interval. We can write the open interval by a simple bracket or this open bracket like this. This is a roster form, that is real number between A and B. It means A and B not included in this. And the set builder form is x such that x belongs to real number and x is greater than A and less than B, only greater and less, no equal sign. It means between A and B. Now one side open or close interval. Now we can have left hand closed. Left hand close means square bracket in the left, or right hand open. Left hand close or right hand open we can say. So closed we have the same, but for the open you can write the open interval like this or simple bracket. So we can say it is left hand closed or right hand open. And the set builder form for this is x such that x belongs to real number, because the intervals, these type of interval always contain the real numbers. Real number in this A include and B not included means x greater than equal to A and less than B. Greater than equal to A and less than B, on the equal sign in A only. Second we have right hand closed or left hand open. Right hand closed or left hand open we can say. Either it is, you can say it is a right hand closed interval or left hand open interval. So for this open you can write a simple bracket like this. It means in this A is not included, B is included. So set builder form is x such that x belongs to real number and x is greater than A, less than equal to B. A is not included, B is included in it. So this is the types of intervals, and these intervals containing the real numbers. After that we have a universal set. It is denoted by this large U, and universal set is the largest set of which all the sets are subset. Means it is the largest set. For example, if we take an equilateral triangle, then what is the universal set for it? Then the universal set for the equilateral triangle will be the set of triangles, because equilateral triangle will be in the triangle, set of triangles. For example, natural number is in the real number, so we can say that for the natural number its universal set will be real number. Natural number is a subset of real number. Natural number is a subset of whole number. Natural number is a subset of integers. Whole number is a subset of integers. Rational number is a subset of real numbers. Whole number is a subset of natural numbers, because natural number whole number is a subset of natural number. False, because there is the element 0 which does not belong to set n, so it is false. So we can say that the universal set for natural number, whole number, integer, rational number is all real numbers, because these collection of sets belongs to the real number. So what is the universal set for natural number, whole number, integers, rational number, irrational number? It is a set of real numbers. So universal set is the largest set. Now after that we have the algebra of sets, in which first we have union of sets. Now what is the meaning of union? Now union denoted by the small u. Now A union B, what this means? The union of A and B means those x which belongs to in A or B, either in A or B. Union be denoted by this word or, either in A or in B. For example, if we have a set A containing the element 1, 2, set B having the element 2, 3, then A union B will be 1, 2, 3, either in A or in B. This 2 is repeating in both, so you have to write this element only once, either in A or in B, or we can say there are total elements of A and B, 1, 2, 3. After that we have intersection of sets. It is denoted by this this sign, and it means and. Union means or. A intersection B means X, such that X belongs to A and X belongs to B. And means the element should belongs to both or common to both sets. It is known as the intersection of sets. In the above example, A intersection B will be 2. 2 is common to both, like this. Difference of the sets is denoted by this minus sign. Now A minus B means those elements which in A but not in B, belongs to A but not in B. Take this example. So A minus B, which belongs to A but not in B. This is the element 1. B minus A means those element which is in B but not in A. It is 3. This is 3. So A minus B, B minus A. Now the complement of a set, it is denoted by the dash sign or small c. Now A complement means those elements X such that X not belongs to A but belongs to the universal set. Those element which not belongs to A but belong to universal set, or those element which universal minus A. Universal minus A. A complement is universal minus A. For example, you have to find the complement of a set. The universal set must be defined. Universal set must be defined. So let us take an example. Universal set we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The set A has containing the element 1, 4. If you have defined the universal set, then the element of sets must be from this set, universal set only. The set A has 1, 4. The set B has 4, 5. Then what is A complement? A complement means universal minus A. Those elements which are in universal but not in A. That is 2, 3 and 5. Or except A. Those are not in A but in universal. 2, 3 and 5. B complement. Those are in universal but not in B. So it is 1, 3, 2. Universal minus B. Now if you have to find the A complement intersection B complement, that is the common of A complement and B complement. How many elements are common in A complement and B? Intersection means this. So common are 2 and 3. Common is 2 and 3. Now if you have to find A union B ka whole complement, so first of all you find A union B. So A union B, total elements of A and B, or which element either in A or in B. So 1, 4, 5. 1, 4, 5, and the complement of this A union B except these elements. So 2 and 3 is not there in this set, which is in universal set, or 2 and 3. So what do you observe? That A complement intersection B complement is equal to A union B whole complement. They are equal to each other. So we can conclude this. Now this is known as De Morgan's law. A union B ka whole complement is equal to A complement intersection B complement. If we have a universal sign in the bracket, and if we separate this complement, it become intersection. And if we have intersection here, then we have the union here. So this both identities is known as a De Morgan's law. As we have proved this, you can easily prove this also by using this example. In this, first of all, you have to find the A intersection B, which is 4, and you have to find the complement of this. It will be 1, 2, 5 and 3. Then you find A complement union B, that is total of these two, which will be equal to A intersection B whole complement. Now after that you can easily prove that phi complement, empty complement will be the universal set. Empty complement means those elements which are not in empty set but in universal. It means they will be in the universal. Universal complement will be empty. A double complement will be the set, original set will be equal. A union A complement will be equal to universal set, total elements of A complement and A intersection A complement will be empty. You can easily say because there is no element common in A and its complement. So it will be empty. So these are some definitions and the operations on the sets. After that we have Venn diagram. Now what is a Venn diagram? Venn diagram is the way of representing the element in this type of circles or the rectangles like this. Venn diagram. Now suppose we have the set A 1 2 and the set B containing the element 2 3 and the universal set is 2 3 1 2 3 4. Now the A minus B you can easily tell it is 1 and B minus A you can easily say that it is 3. Now you have to represent this in a Venn diagram. So Venn diagram is represented by this is a diagram representation of a Venn diagram. We denote the universal set by this rectangle sign and the sets by curly this circles. Now how can we represent the sets in the Venn diagram when we have exact elements in the given sets? Now I am taking this. Let us take how can you make it? Now suppose we are representing this rectangle universal set. These two sets A and B. This is A and this is a set B, and you have to write the elements in it. So first of all you write those element which is common to both. Which is the element is common to both? 2. So you can write 2 here. Now how many elements in A is there? 1 2. So 1 2 is already written, so write it A 1 here. Those element which is A but not in B, that is A minus B. Now how many elements are there in B? So it is 2 3. So 2 have already written, so 3 you have to write it here. Now in the universal set we have 1 2 3 4. So 1 2 3 we have written. The element 4 is not there either in A or B, so you have to write outside this circle. So this is the method of representation of sets in by a Venn diagram when it contains the exact number of or the elements in is given. So this is the way to represent the Venn diagram. We'll discuss how to draw the Venn diagram when the elements are not given in the next lecture. Thank you.